We started off 2 or 3 people from the local village actually having a few ideas, and the ideas were about getting people with learning disabilities involved in work and developing this area around here, the cottage we've got here, restoring it and getting people more involved in their community life and community activity. Over the years that has kind of developed into a training project where there's people with and without disabilities learning about conservation. From there we've moved into the other villages in the valley, and we've got a community cafe where people just come in and sit and have a cup of tea and all the rest of it. But that is what's important about that is it's attached to a computer suite. So what we're trying to do is encourage people to get involved in using computers for the first time. We're trying to develop an environmental social enterprise as well, and that's a combination of 2 project ideas that we've had, one being a joinery and the other one being a horticulture project. So what we're doing is looking for niche markets in the local area. We're doing hanging baskets, we're making picnic benches, and we're supplying those to pubs and other tourist ventures in the area. And there's more projects in the offing as well, so there's a number of projects that we've got on the go. It's taken us 15 years to get to the stage where we're at now. We started off with nothing. I arrived on this site 15 years ago with a broken down Land Rover and a bag of tools, really, and we started work. So commitment, I guess, is one of the main things, and commitment from the staff that we've got working with us over time. Training and development of staff, I think, is a fairly key thing. I think any good organisation realises that a lot of its development and its work is and its ability to carry on rests with investment in its staff, really. So we're very keen to do that. So what we try and do is, during staff reviews, annual staff reviews, try and ascertain what training's coming up. We're a very flexible organisation. We're shifting all the time to try and meet people's needs, and that means staff have to be flexible as well. So that means training. So we're always on the lookout for new training and ideas. And it just depends what an individual requires. It could be to work in a joinery, or it could be actually working with people with a disability in some particular shape or form. So what we do is invest time in staff training. We also invest time in administrative staff finding out about company issues, company law and employment law, those kinds of things, because what we're trying to do here is obviously create a business that exists in the normal business world, as well as serving our community of interest, people with disabilities. People respond to each other in a family way. People work very hard. They actually work together very well. A lot of them in groups, or sometimes the whole lot of us get together for a social event. So to a large degree we're like a big extended family. Now that can work well, and it can sometimes work against you, because organisations at the end of the day need to change and be flexible. But on the whole it works well for us, because it just shows people are committed and want to be a part of it. What is it that motivates staff? It's actually getting a job done. I think pay and issues like that are really just simply basic factors, whereas things like seeing progress made and being allowed to make that progress are really the big motivating factors for any member of staff. And those then fit in with the goals of the organisation. If the goal of the organisation is to achieve something, really a particular end, then really what you want to do is get your staff to own that as an idea and make it happen without a lot of management interference. Just people who are best placed to make those decisions are the people on the ground.